You bring the screams, they bring the scares. What's inside the newest Horror Pack subscription service? Fancy you like frights from time to time? Horror Pack is the best subscription around for delivering that, because every single month, Horror Pack will deliver right to your dreaded doorstep a selection of 4 horror titles. You can either get those horror titles delivered to you in DVD format, or like myself, you can have these delivered to your doorstep in Blu-rays. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up, check out the contents inside, and have a ghoulish time while we're doing that. I didn't mean to say that to dismiss those ghouls out there that struggle in life looking like ghouls. We're going to go ahead and get this opened up, check out the contents going on, like I said, inside. And if you have seen any of the films that we're going to be looking at inside this bag, shout out, yell out as loud as you can. Okay, maybe that's not a good idea, especially if your parents are sleeping in the next room. But let me know down below in the comments section if you've seen any of the titles we're about to look at. In order for me to do that, I'm going to have to open up this body bag containing the movies inside. For this, I'm going to grab my knife, Chet Cunnington III. Slicing delicately both the bag and being careful not to, of course, cut my fingers. I'm going to open up the side. I can already see one thing that's piqued my curiosity, but we're going to pull out one title at a time. Like I said, we're going to talk about it. We're going to share. We're going to have some good stories to go around. Maybe while I'm also doing this, let's put the blade away because we don't want to cut ourselves. And let's, like I said, we'll pull out one title at a time and we'll check out the contents. The first one we're going to have a look at is Killer Movie, starring Leighton Meester. Is it Meister? Oh, Kaylee Coco is in this. Is it Coco, Jason London, and Nestor Carbonell? It says Fear Reality on the back. Let's see what the read-up says. In a world of reality TV, producer Seaton Brookstone, played by Nestor Carbonell, is used to handling spoiled celebrities, testy crews, and unexpected setbacks. But no one is prepared when shooting crew finds itself stranded in the remote northern town of White Plains with a killer on the loose. As past suspicions, betrayals, and secrets are revealed, the nightmare of this this reality show becomes all too real for director Jake Tanner, played by Paul Wesley. His crew, his star, Hollywood celebrity Bianca Champion, played by Kaylee. Seems interesting enough. The release date on this was 2008. Wow, that's a long time ago. And 2008 may not seem a long time ago until you sort of do the math in your head. That's 13 years ago. Now do you feel really super old? The runtime for this is 91 minutes. Seems like an interesting movie. We're going to check that out later on. By the way, also, let me just tuck that back in there. Tuck. By the way, if you guys also want to see what I'm doing when I'm not reviewing and recording videos and posting them, of course, on YouTube, feel free to follow me over on Twitter and also on Instagram. That's where I tend to share all the movies that I'm watching, especially over the weekends, because my downtime tends to be Saturday nights. That usually is when I pick out the most cheesiest of films and decide to watch it. Speaking of cheesy films that I'm definitely going to be checking out, this is Critters Attack. I have not actually seen this movie. I've had always the interest to pick it up for myself and give it a good gander, but have not yet up to this point watched Critters Attack. I loved the original Critters films, even Critters in Space. So what it says on the back, the mysterious alien critters, or krites, have crash-landed a small college town, devouring every living thing they encounter. Dree and kids she's babysitting must try desperately to save themselves from ravenous rolling beasts. Will Dreer discover her inner badass and will be enough to stop the critter onslaught. Special features include engineering gore, designing critters, cast and crew explain what inspired the design and details of the critters' puppets. Critters, an out-of-this-world experience. Cast and crew, of course, describe again working with the critters' puppets on sets. The Critters Ball, director Bobby Miller shares. It says shares details on the inspiration for and the creation of the Critter Ball. And fight scene commentary, playful scene-specific commentary with Miller and a critter. Release date for this one, if I can see down below. Well, its running time is 89 minutes, which always seems to be the easiest thing to make out. I don't see a release date for this. Anybody see it? If you see it, again, don't scream out too loudly in case somebody's sleeping in the other room. I think it's only a couple of years old. But again, for the life of me, I can't seem to pinpoint where it actually says the release date. This might be the one that stumps me. Of all the ones that I've looked at before, this might very well be the one that stumps me. If you know the release date on this, I know I could easily just check online afterwards, but let me know down below also in the comment section. Next up, we have ourselves After Dark, the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray. That's what it says on the back. Spring break for 7 college students is derailed with one wrong turn. Isn't that usually how it always goes? A wrong turn leads you down some side, back, wooded area, or some small little house area where there's always something really bad going on there. A flat tire on a deserted road leaves them stranded after dark in the company of menacing drifter who may or may not be trying to help. And I suspect probably trying not to help. As night falls and friends start to disappear, those that remain are forced to head to an open desert to find help or become the victims of an unseen killer. Release date on this one is easy to see. It's 2014. With also an easy C to read, 87 minutes for runtime. This one also happened to make the Hollywood Horror Fest 2014 official selection. After Dark. Cover looks interesting enough. And the last movie that we're going to be plucking from this prison, we have Child of Satan, starring Eric Roberts, Casey Clark, and Kate Upton. Knowledge leads to extinction. Isn't that usually what happens? Sometimes it's best not to know everything. After an accident during her baby shower, Allison, a dedicated nurse, is rushed to the hospital after the birth of her son. Strange events emerge, vivid dreams, and unexplained killings. Unexplained killings, that can't be good. The runtime on this is 96 minutes. The release date for this is 2016. Again, never seen it. Have you seen any of these movies that I've mentioned now over the course of the, 7 minutes? 8 minutes or so we've been running with this video? Let me know down below in the comment section, and which one have you seen? Let me know what you guys thought of the movies. Again, looking at the ones that we plucked out this month, we have Child of Satan. Kind of odd that I would say plucked out Child of Satan. After Dark, Critters Attack, probably going to be watching that tonight, and we also have Killer Movie. Seen any of them? Let me know. We can digest, have communication back and forth. If you certainly like the banter that you're seeing on this channel, and let's just say up to this point you have not yet had the chance, bring that in for last final shots. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below, turning the bell notification on, and yes, coming back to this channel regularly. It would also be in your best interest to periodically swing on over to the main home page. It's your best then way to know if there's anything that you may have missed along the ways, because there's always new content popping up on this channel. Lots of stuff coming your way, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.